Alright, so we're going to do a quick video on how to set up OBS for a couple different things. I just screwed up today. I accidentally reformatted my entire computer, lost all my OBS and my stream stuff. So we're going to go ahead and start from scratch on all of this. So we're going to cover it. I'm going to actually go through and redo this. I'm going to change the way I do things on my end. You don't have to necessarily follow this, but I'm going to show how I'm kind of going to set this up. So we're going to go over here. This is our no OBS window. If you're familiar with Streamlabs, it's very different. This is very, very complex in regards to how to set this up. And so we're going to need a couple things here. First, we're going to need our Streamlabs opened up. We're going to open this up on a different window. Streamlabs. We're just going to open this up. Let me go ahead and get logged in here. Log in. All right, so we're just going to slide that to the right here for just a quick second. We're going to need widgets eventually. And so we're going to open that widget portion up here. We're going to decide on what we're going to run here in a few minutes. This is where this is located. This is that URL we were talking about earlier with somebody. Hopefully you're going to be watching this video. So we're just going to cover this. We're going to start from scratch. So I'm going to start off with the scene. I like to rename my scenes. And I first want to start off with start. It's basically my start stream, if I can type. I also like to add a scene for end. And then I also like to add a scene for OBS, or not OBS, AFK, or be right back. That's the way I like to name it. And then you can name these whatever you want if you want. And my last scene here is going to be, it's going to be my stream. So that's actually what I'm going to stream with. There's a reason why I set this up this way. Start stream, be right back, and then we're going to end. And so as we progress through, we're going to go only one step as a general rule of thumb. These are kind of on the same tier, but you can't really move them that way. We have our audio mixers. We got our scene transitions, controls, start, stop stream, start recording. You guys can't see it, but over here I have another OBS window running. That's what we're recording to right now, so that you guys can see how this is set up. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we started our start stream. So we're going to add, and it's going to be dependent upon how you want to set yours up. I'm going to start off with a image. I like to create an image. This is going to be my background. We're going to choose our image file. I want to make sure this is set up in the correct way right now, and it's not. So let me go ahead and move those image files because I just got a new hard drive. And so I'm going to be rearranging this PC. This is going to be my stream backup, so I'm going to be dumping all my stream files into this small 250 gig hard drive. This is a M.2, super fast. If you don't have one, get one. It is worth its weight in gold. It is absolutely ridiculous how fast those are. So we're going to grab this, cut that because that's my backup. So we're going to put this back over here and stream backup, paste it. I probably should have opened that, and because Control X, we're gonna go back. That's the way I want that set up. Gaming streamers is where I've helped out a couple different guys. This is where all my stream stuff is supposed to be going. Things like logos, all of my music. I put everything inside of here. So eventually, I'll probably, in fact, I might do that now. Music. Get rid of all those because that's not where that's supposed to go. I don't know what that is, but that can go away. All right, there we go. We're getting a little better here. I got all my different files in here. I'm going to take all my music files. We're going to rearrange this to MP3s. Control X. I want all of those in music. And we're currently using this one as the one that we're going to do. So let's go ahead and set this back up. We're going to back up here for just a quick second. We're going to do looking for our screens that we want to know. There it is, stream start. So this is just an image. That's all it is. Keisha Gaming starting soon. That's the way I've had that set up. Here's my end. And then I got my BRB right here. Don't like that one. I should have another BRB. That's the one I like. Okay, those are the three. Where'd that other back BRB? This one right here can go away. Let's make a new file. So that doesn't even belong there. That can go away. That can go away. Don't even have a file that, like I said, I just did that. That's my 720. Inception going on here. Okay. All right. We're looking pretty spiffy there. Got that kind of organized. So we're on the start stream. We're going to go in here. We're going to go to our stream backup. And actually, I want to pull those. We'll leave it right where it's at. It's actually a good spot for it still. We're going to do the start stream. There we go. We got our background on our start stream. I also like to play music in this, so we're going to select a media source. Start music. And this is going to be renamed to start/end. Unless you wanted to do a start track and an end track, two separate ones. And in fact, we're just going to go ahead and set it up that way. Because the other day I experienced a problem because of the way I did it last time. So we're just going to put start music. We're going to browse it. We don't want to loop this. We want to start it when it becomes active. It's a local file. Show nothing when playback ends. That's pretty much what we want to do. Browse. We're going to go back. Music. Then hostile encounter. This one right here. That's my current sound that I want. You can see it playing down here. I don't like to put any more audio inputs in this particular scene. I just like to leave it alone. Okay. Be right back. It's a simple one as well. We're going to do a background image. And actually, we're going to do a game capture. We're going to select game. And this is a Grand Theft Auto scene. Because this is the way I'm going to do this from now on. And I need to open it. Cancel. We're also gonna, we're gonna go ahead and create a new image. This is BRB background. Browse. Images. BRB. So that gives us a black background. And this is transparent on the back side of that. You can't see it right now because we don't have anything. If I was to display this right now, you'd see some Inception stuff going on. We could also add music to this if we wanted to. We can add a media source. And we're going to say BRB music, just in case we ever want to do something different. We're going to browse a local file. I'm going to use the same file. Oh, and we're going to edit that because I think I looped it. Nope, we're good. All right, cool. Now they'll have music during the BRB screen. We're going to turn that down just a smidgen. I don't want to blow anybody's eardrums out, so I try and avoid the red portion. That looks probably pretty close. All right. Now we need to open up 5M. So for some reason, this is a botched install. So we're going to go ahead and just delete that for now. I'll come back to that later. Actually, no, we don't want to do that. Stream, here we go. Well, first we want an audio input so you guys can hear what I'm saying. So I like to name it my audio Realtek audio. This is called an input. Realtek streaming mic. All right, so we want to do our Realtek audio. That's going to be that. If you wanted to do like your webcam or something different, you can do that. Or if I wanted to use my headset, I can do that. I want to use my actual streaming mic on this. Very rarely will I ever switch it. The exception to that is VR, streaming type stuff like that. I'll use my Oculus Rift instead. I'll use the audio on the Rift because it's a big giant headset that you can't really do anything with. So we're going to push the OK button. We got Realtek audio streaming. You can see it chiming in over here during our stream. Well, we also want our desktop audio. And so we're going to do an audio output capture. And we're going to say Realtek or desktop audio. And we're going to use Corsair. So that's going to actually capture the audio from our game. And we're going to be using our Corsair, which is the microphone or the headset microphone that I have. And you can actually add a group in here. And you can say audio captures. Okay. And we can actually add this to that group. And add that to that group. And we can take and close the group, because we don't need to see it. And so we can add another group if we want. Group. And we're going to say visual or stream scene. This is going to be the visual. Visual. Okay, this is going to be a big one. And this is the main reason why we're going to be assembling this video. If we go to stream visual, we're going to add. This is what we want them to see. You're going to do that display capture. I'm actually going to do this as monitor 1. And I'm probably going to make this invisible for here just a minute. We want to do the display that we're doing. If I wanted to capture my second display, which is this one over here, we can. That's my second monitor over on the left. You can't even see it, but that's this one over here. It's no longer the same monitor, okay? Or I can display capture 1 in this particular case, because that's my gaming monitor. That's the one that I want to put it on. So we're going to save that. Now you guys have a visual. So for now, I'm going to move that down to this area here. And we're going to invis that, because it's going to get real confusing here in just a few minutes. But for now, we're just going to invisible. So that's our streaming visual. There's other things that we're going to want to add to this. And for example, is we're going to have notifications and stuff like that. So we need to add some inputs for that type of stuff. So we're going to do a browser. And we're going to name this whatever widget we want to use. And so let's use for now, we're just going to say let's do milestone goal. This is my current goal for my milestone. We're going to push OK. We're going to come over here to this other page here. This is your Streamlabs page. And we're going to show the widget. And this is our milestone goal. We selected it. Okay, it's under my goals. I created this. And so we're going to copy this link. And we're done with that page for now. We'll be back to it. We're going to paste that inside of here. And we're going to push OK. There it is. There's my milestone goal. You pick it, move it where you want. It's very, very helpful to do that. If you do that, you can see it goes. But if I hold the Alt key, it'll actually collapse that window down to where I want. So I held the Alt key on that, and we can move it wherever we want. I'm going to right click. I'm going to transform this. And what transforming is going to do is going to allow you to modify that particular piece. We could stretch it if we wanted to. I don't think we want to do that. I think that looks hideous. We can take and we could go like that. Just make it smaller. Or we can make it smaller. And I think that's a fair look right there. You have all these different options in here to transform. My big one is I want to center to screen, and I want to center it horizontally. Vertically is going to put it right about here in the screen. If I horizontally do it, it'll do it side to side. So you've seen it shift side to side. So I put it in the position that I want, and I horizontally snap that. Now, I don't like this stuff to move, so I actually come down here, and I'm going to move that into my streaming visual, and I'm going to lock that. I'm going to lock that with that button right there. Now I can't grab that and accidentally move it or shift it or shimmy it or anything like that. And if we undo this, you can see it's still on the top, right where it's supposed to be, just like I want it. Perfect. So that's your milestone goal. That's the way that one's going to work. So let's try another one. We're going to add another browser. We're going to create one. This is going to be notifications. Likes, follows, share notes. Notifications. Okay, we're going to save that. Perfect. Now we're going to come back over here to our Streamlabs website. We're going to go back on the widgets. So we're going to go back over here to all widgets. And stream labels, we can do supporter goals, follower goals. But what we actually want is the alert box. Our alert box is what tells us, yeah, I know what we're doing. You can select what alerts you'd like to follow. I'm going to do all of them, and I'm going to copy that link. You can modify the way this is all going to work and function. But for now, I'm happy with the way my stream's coming out, so I am not going to touch that. I'm going to paste that new alert inside of there, and it's going to pop up. And you don't see a whole lot. And here's why. Over here, you got to test the button. And so we're going to test follow. You heard it ding. There it is. And so I'm going to just put that on my other window. Whenever I want to look at it, I'm going to, because it's going to go away here in just a minute. Again, we're going to hold test follow. There it is. And then we're going to hold the alt button. And we're going to trim this thing up. And if you go too far, it'll disappear. See, there it goes. Disappears. Test follow. We're going to get this thing all squared away. Try and get it as close as possible. I think that's pretty close. Now we're going to actually scale this whole thing down. And so I like it right under this guy. I think that's where we're going to put it. And we're going to center this again horizontally. And there you go. Test like. Everything seems to be functioning perfect there. Somebody bought a piece of merch. Oh yeah, that's right. So that's why it's important to test all of these. We want to do that again. Test merch. So let's put this somewhere. I think over in this bottom right side, I think I'm gonna like that. Merch. We're just gonna leave that there for now. There we go. Let's go and slide that down. I'm not gonna lock that one because I'm not ready. And we'll do one more for you just so you know how to do those. Okay, so again, we're gonna select which one we want to do. So we're gonna go back over here to widgets, and we're gonna select which one we actually want to do. So next one, I'm gonna just do the event list. Okay, this is the one that pops up in the bottom right hand corner. It kind of trackles through. This is what I want to do for now. So I'm gonna copy that widget, and it's gonna be called my event list. Event list. So we're gonna slide this back to the left, and we're gonna create a new source by pushing the plus button, and we're gonna hit browser. We're gonna name it. This is gonna be event list. All right, event list. What do you want? I want to display this specific URL, and we're gonna push OK. Now we can go ahead and nope, we're good. We're good there. So I can adjust this down to wherever I want it. I like to go right about there, and we're gonna lower this. Oh, wrong way. We're gonna take and do that like so. Make the whole thing smaller a little bit. I think that looks pretty good. And I want this one to sit right on top of that one. All right, so it appears to be functioning. There you go. We got a supporter bump there. You can see how it works. And then I also want to test donation. There it goes, working for donation. Mr. John donated $84. And we can test our merch. He bought a t-shirt. That's the way those Streamlabs outputs work inside of OBS for configurations. Now, I'm going to show you another little trick here before we go. This is really, really important. A lot of people don't know how to do this part. And so, I have something called a Logitech. We're going to show you Logitech G13. Okay? Some people have Stream Decks. Logitech G13. And I'm going to show you what this thing is. This is basically a programmable keyboard. Okay? They're worth their weight in gold. I've had this for years, okay? When I bought this, it wasn't this expensive, just so we're clear. I bought it, it was like $55, $65. But because they're no longer existent, they get more expensive. I don't know about these ones up here. This is just the one that I have. So, I also have a G15, so I don't think I'll be able to find that, but let's see if we can. Let's just look. G15. Let's see, Logitech G15. This keyboard right here. Okay, this keyboard is a big giant blessing as well. And so all of these keys on the far left are programmable. I can program them to whatever I want. And that entire G13 pad is programmable to whatever I want to. So, that said, we're done with this page. And we're going to come on here and we're going to select these right here. Okay? This one's empty, so let me fill this real quick. We're going to do a display capture. Not a display capture. We're going to do an image. We're going to do end. Background. We're going to browse. We're going to go over to here to G2K3. We're going to go to images. We're going to go to end. There we go. We're going to also add our music. Media source. And music. You gotta name this stuff where it makes sense, okay? You guys gotta do that. Otherwise, you'll end up getting real frustrated real quick. And we're going to exit with the same music. We're just going to keep it consistent for right now. there you go. And there it is. People are going away. They're heading out. You can also add different things like special thanks to your biggest contributor for the evening. Thank you for the donation or whatever you guys want to do. There's a thing for that. So, but that's kind of the idea here. Start, stream, and again, I have this part muted. I don't want to see that for now. And then be right back and end. Pretty simple to set up a stream. Now, I set this up for one game in particular. This is set up for Grand Theft Auto. This is a recording scene. This is for something completely different. Okay, this is what I'm actually recording this video on. It's a different scene on a different OBS window. And then you can create it untitled. I want to stick with my Grand Theft Auto one for now. This untitled one right here, I could probably rename this and change it up, and maybe we're going to stream Survive the Night. And my input for that's going to be slightly different. Maybe the game volume's a little louder, and I need to make an adjustment, because I can make an adjustment on this one here and quiet that down, and then switch back over to this other one. That's a start stream on the music. We can go back over here, click on our start stream, and it's still just as loud. Okay, so we can make adjustments per game or per scene, specifically scene collection. You can switch back and forth to depending on what it is. Okay, so next step is, a lot of people don't know this, you have hotkeys available in this, so we can actually start streaming with the same thing. We can also utilize this to switch between your scenes. If you look, we can switch to scene, stream. There's a lot of different options available in here. And so a good example of that is, maybe I want to start my stream or stop my stream with a control, like we can record this at Control-Alt-Shift and 0. That's going to start it. And if I want to toggle between stopping it, there we go. So now it's going to, because it's the same one, it's going to toggle. So if I want to start streaming, if we save that, apply, okay, and we hit Control-Alt-Shift-0, look at the thing on the right where it says start streaming. We're trying to connect, we're stopping. All right, so that's Control-Alt-Shift-0. And then we can also go in here under hotkeys, and we can hit our start, switch to scene, and Control-Alt-Shift-0. And you can go deeper into this as well and apply that. Now watch this, Control-Shift-0. We started the stream and we just switched scenes. So stop that again. Control-Shift-0. There it goes, automatically firing up. That's a pretty handy thing. Or if I want to go BRB, it might be Control-Shift-9. Now my Logitech profiler will allow me to modify that appropriately. So all I have to do is actually do a one key operation. I push the button and it does what I want it to. But that's kind of the way this all stuff works. I'll upload this video here right now, so I'll send it to you. It's going to be labeled as private, so you won't be able to find it otherwise without the link. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate, let me know.